And who came after, or what came after actually? Did you take a break without a coach?
Yeah, so I took a break I took a break, ate all the food, didn't know what I was doing, and then obviously I tidied myself up a wee bit, and then I just met Phil Graham in Iron Gym one day, and he was training with Ryan Duffy, and this was the time when Phil was pulling away from coaching and starting to do the coaching stuff. And
so
he actually, he turned around, he said, he goes, "Oh, saw you on the muscle or PCA muscle model," and he goes, "Oh, you just complimented me, mate." And then after that, I sent him a DM on Instagram, and I was like, "Yo, mate, listen, muscle contest is coming up here in like 2 years or next year." He was, "Do you reckon we can go for it?" And he was like, "Oh, son, I'm not prepping anyone, but I'll take you." And I was like, "No way." I was like, "No way." I was like,
You big flirt.
So I was like, "Oh, stop, mate." But it was ridiculous. Like every show I done with him, I won. Like, so he ended up, we were like, "Right, do you know what? We'll do the PCA Saxon Classic," which was in Manchester, I think, and Sheffield. I won that, and the feedback was pretty good. And then the data he collected after that show, because again, second year, you go and eat like a pig. Sometimes you get better year to year, your pro-show points, but this year, the second year is slightly better. I ate like a pig, I blew up, and like Phil saw me a week later, and he's like, "Mate, you actually look better now than what you did on show day." And I was like, "Well," and he goes, "Right, okay, we'll take that data." And see, when it came to muscle contest Limerick for the PCA or the Pro card, IFBB Pro card, he front loaded me from like 10 days out, 1,000 grams of carbs, 1,000 grams of carbs, 800 carbs, 700 carbs, 700 carbs, 600. And I was like, this is so much food. But see, when it came to show day, I was like, wow. It takes a coach like that to really know exactly what they are doing, like, because that takes balls, mate, front loading someone so far out. But obviously you have time to fix that and stuff. But yeah, you obviously, like, for Phil not being a coach, he was a very good coach. He's a very good coach, like, yeah.
Not bad. That is interesting, like, especially with the amount of food. Because I even remember saying you check-in shots whenever we got home after my show. Yeah. And like, it was freaky. Yeah. And I probably looked better to this. Yeah, exactly. Like, the amount of food I had.
Exactly. And we're just saying, imagine you can put even half that amount of food in, and it was still. So it's like, but it's hard. Like, you died down for so long, and like, you think I do remember at the time I turned around and said to you, I was like, I had chicken and rice, and I was bloated for about 3 hours because my food was so low. Yeah. And then obviously threw all that in. Yeah. I know that's what it comes with as well, though, because obviously you wouldn't want to get on stage with a bloated midsection. You'd be like, what the hell, Well, mad. But. And then since Phil Graham, so that last show, did you get your pro card with Phil? Yep. Yeah. So and then mate, man, like, he didn't even like. It's the type of dude that, like, only person in the country that got someone their pro card and didn't even post it, like just would have said congratulations bud on his wee story and like a wee photo of me, but then he's so cool about it, he was just like, yeah, whatever. That's mad. Yeah, he's just like, yeah, whatever, I could do that in my sleep type of thing, and I just, that is mad, he's all about marketing. Exactly, he's all about marketing. But I wonder if it's because he doesn't want to market himself as a coach. Yeah, possibly, like, but it just shows you, mate, the man just has it, like, if he gets that much of it, he gets that high achievement, and he's like, the next one, what's the business? Yeah, you know what I mean? But because let's say, would you be the only two coaches in Northern Ireland that have got someone a pro card? Well, no, there's Darren Farrell. He's Irish, but he doesn't live in Ireland. He lives in Dubai, so if that counts. No, but because that would be it's pretty. Because I don't want to make bold statements. Because I think at one stage you were potentially the only IFBB pro in Northern Ireland. Yes, I was. In Northern Ireland, anyway. I was. Yep, I was. Yeah, that was for about 3. For about 3 years until after I won a pro card, and then it was Emma Fox, and then 2 years or a year after that was Matt. Matt McCullough. Yeah. Shout out to Matt McCullough. He is doing well. He's doing very well. He's doing very well. He's a great physique on. But yeah, I don't want to do that because that's the only thing. That's the only stat that I didn't do my homework on. I couldn't research it. So I'll not come on here and say that because fair enough. I'll get someone comment. It's like, I got my pro. Or someone's like, oh, here, I prepped this guy for a pro card. I'll be like, listen, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. It could be someone out there. I'm not saying I'm the only coach. After Phil, then, so you done
you got your pro card with Phil?
Yeah.
And then your pro debut was on your own?
Yes, yeah. So this was the interesting thing. So
that was mental.
Yeah. So it started off with Phil coaching me, right? It started off with Phil. And
on the prep?
Yeah. And what I had noticed was by that time, Phil was starting, you could say, like, this is, again, just shows you how good of him, not just a coach, but like a mentor. Like he started, whenever I was coming in for my check-ins with him, he would ask me, what do you think you should do now? Like, what's, okay. So he got me thinking.
You as a coach.
Yeah. And then from the last 10 weeks, I just decided to do it all myself. And there was, twice I called into his house just to have a look, for him to have a look at me. And he would just oversee my diet, my drugs, my cardio, and be like, yeah, cool, just keep doing what you're doing. And I said, yeah, sweet. And then he actually tried to plan my carb up. He wanted to do the same thing. I was like, no. Obviously, I know my body too, and like I just, in my head, I was like, IFBB Pros, peeled to the bone. I'm not going to be the biggest, so why try to come in full round as a house and maybe sacrifice a bit of condition, a bit of dryness? So I depleted myself way under. I travelled to Orlando on like 800 calories, mate, and like Orlando was 6 hours behind. So you think about it, I was technically not eating for like a day. Yeah, I was like not eating for like a day and a half. Technically not eating for like a day and a half, mate. And then wake up and go, right, okay, I'll have a bit of lettuce and like fucking 5 grains of rice and like 1 slice of chicken. And like that was me into the show. But I actually was very happy with my look. Like, I was very happy with my look. Could have been better, yeah, probably, but you know, that's just the aim of the game. Like you always get better show to show, and
you learn from it.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me about that because it was a 2-day show.
Yeah.
So you were obviously that depleted going into that first day show.
Yeah, and I was pissed off. That was
you're almost raging that you got called back the next day.
Because I was like top 10. I was like, fucking right, I don't think I'm going to get top 10. They called me out top 10 and they were like, right, see you back tomorrow. And I was like, I remember getting off stage looking at my dad, and all dad was like, what are you going to do? Go for food? And I was like, fucking can't even. I was miserable, mate. I should have been happy to be in the top 10. I was more miserable that I couldn't eat for a night. But yeah, it just shows you where your head's at, how high the hunger is. Like,
you look at that leverage and it's like, you'd rather food than
You're like, I've just done, well, that was like a 20-week, it was like an 20-week diet. And I was like, I can't even do another, like, 16, 18 hour day here. And I was like, fuck, I need to eat.
And even the discipline at that stage, like, you are your own coach. And obviously Phil had the approach of front loading.
Yeah.
And you could have been like, well, for the next one, I'll just...
Yeah, exactly.
I'll go and get a burger
tonight. Exactly, man. I didn't even, man. I just sat and I had my cream of rice, blueberries, and chicken all in one big bowl concoction, like, and I used to just mix it about. People always
chicken and cream of rice?
Bro, don't knock it till you try it.
Eat anything on prep.
You do.
Weird stuff. I remember.
I guarantee. I started to see it happen. Like, so I have, like, I don't, like, I'm not saying I'm a trendsetter, like, but I remember, like, 2-3 years ago, even whenever I was with Cal, like, I was making egg whites, cream of rice, blueberries, toffee drops, and cinnamon, and then I'd mix it all in, and it literally looked like vomit, like, but it tasted so good. And then next thing you know, I was seeing boys mixing in their chicken and mixing eggs in the cream of rice, and I'm like,
I remember the first diet
follow
plan.
Me, bro.
The first diet plan you gave me, and it was on that shoot prep, and I'm pretty sure there was something like
chicken and broccoli,
Greek yogurt and oats and blueberries, and it was some mad concoction. And I tried to make it once, and I just looked at it. I was like, I'm not eating.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a warm pudding. It's like a rice pudding.
But I wasn't hungry at this stage.
Oh yeah.
It was like at the very start.
Oh
so
I'm
not eating that.
I'm not eating that, lad. Yeah, give me something.
And I never went back to it.
Yeah,
like I went and bought like 3 weeks supply of blueberries, and I don't like fruit. I'm weird like that. Like fruit and veg, I don't eat fruit and veg. I eat a banana. That is it. And then I had leaves on prep. That was about it. But yeah, I bought like 3 weeks of blueberries. I was like, right, I've got the diet plan, let's go. And then I went and made it. I was like, nope.
Not having that.
There's blueberries there if you want.
Can you change that, please, sir? What do you want? Steak and eggs?
I think I said to her, like, well, don't just. And I was like, yeah, I'll just use my Fitness Pal. I'll make up the same macros.
Coach is like, okay, yeah, no problem. But I find like, if you can do that, that's the best way to do it too on prep. Because I would have done that as well myself. And obviously I do have a bit of genetics, good bit of genetics behind me. Like, but see if you're swapping sources about, and the variety's not too much of a difference. Like, yeah, you'll be fine. You know yourself.
So, like, that's the one thing I did. Like, 'cause I am a picky eater. Like, I'm a very picky eater, and even still, like, was nearly a year now I haven't been bodybuilding, and like I still eat the same meals. So I'm very like routine set. I'm very.
Do you still eat chicken?
Plain, yeah. I don't get bored of chicken.
Man, I can't eat chicken anymore.
No?
Can't eat chicken anymore. Well, bar that Mexican chicken baguette I just had before this podcast.
If you don't know, I was sitting up here and Josh's like, I'm starving here. He walked in with a Greg's.
Hungry. Me hungry.
Greg's lunch. This is your IFBB Pro.
Yeah.
And he'll lose weight going into tomorrow.
You're right. I'm losing weight during this podcast. I know I can feel it. Do as I say, not as I do.
But yeah, no, chicken rice, I eat chicken and bagel. It's literally the same meals that I had on plan.
Yeah, fair.
Except cream of rice. I'm waiting until like I'm really, really craving cream of rice again, and then I'm gonna start throwing it in.
See that caramel Biscoff, or no, caramel biscuit. Sorry, it's Biscoff.
No,
it's Biscoff. It's basically Biscoff flavour. It's called caramel biscuit.
I got the
complete strength.
Used to have the butter biscuit, my protein flavour drops, and then
yes. Oh, lad,
that's the business. Like
I'm hungry.
There were some of those meals I loved, and then you compare that. Like that's all I would be craving. Like I remember, it was the bulk I was on before the show, and it got to the stage where I literally couldn't eat. Like I physically couldn't eat, and there'd be a day where I remember I went out the night before, and then I was like, I have a lot of food. Like I probably woke up at 11. I was like, I don't know if I'm making this. Like, and I went into work and I had a bowl of chicken and rice, a protein shake, a full pack of rice cakes.
When you say a protein shake, you just mean where?
Yeah. And then threw cream of rice in there actually as well. Calories.
Yeah.
I had like half a kilo of Greek yogurt. I had 4 Squares bars, and I remember
you sending me this, or so I remember you posting that, or so.
Yeah,
I remember
you was like, will I finish this before the end of my shift?
Yes, and it was like 4 dishes of food. I was like, whoa, yeah. Talk about meal timing.
I know, and I was like, this is a troop, like.
Yeah.
And it was awful.
But at the same time, like when you're at that, you just got to get it in too.
Yeah. And I remember fondly because I didn't eat the chicken and rice. And I'm pretty sure there was like protein brownies in the fridge. There's like 7
protein brownies,
7 grams of protein in them.
I was like 7 grams of protein, 30
brownies and their calories.
Yeah.
But that's like off season. All I was craving was just like, you know, you'd easier lean towards the sweet stuff because you'll be able to eat it. Yeah. Whereas like prep, say, or like 6 weeks into prep, you're not exactly having those cravings yet. You just want to feel full.
Yeah.
So like I would go for chicken and rice over a shake of cream of rice and protein.
Yep.
Because it's probably the same calories.
Yeah.
But it's denser and it's,
you know, you can
a lot
eat
more
it
food.
and you're sitting and you're chewing and your brain knows you're chewing and stuff like that. Yeah.
I remember one of the meals on prep, it was a mixing bowl of veg, so about that high, big mixing bowl of veg. Not even cooked, like spinach, just dry spinach. I'm pretty sure I microwaved it for like 30 seconds. I don't even know. And then there was 4 egg whites and 1 egg, and I was buzzing to get that egg. Like it was the only. It was like 1 egg, runny yolk, popped it all over it.
What is the thing with prep like?
Sliced up chicken in there, and then I put it's like those skinny syrups.
Yeah.
Maple syrup.
Oh, man, that's fucked.
So like put that in perspective. Leaves, egg white, chicken and maple syrup, and I was loving it.
Yeah, I know. Your taste palette changes completely when you're on prep. Like,
and I was enjoying it because like anyone who hasn't done a prep will never understand that. So I was putting them up on my story as like rate my plate, and just the feedback. I
remember I was going through a stage where I would, that Faye yogurt, or I say Fige, but it's Faye. I was like dipping my chicken into that because I was like, oh, this tastes like sour cream, chicken and sour cream, mate. That's bad, mate. And it doesn't even taste like sour cream. It tastes like, it's like really sour. It's just bitter.
Chicken and yogurt, like?
Yeah, chicken and Greek yogurt.
I think there's good reason you don't like chicken anymore.
Probably, mate. Yeah, probably.
Stick some paprika on it. Just feel like a normal person.
Stop dipping it in that Greek yogurt, mate, you weirdo.
Oh, it's mad.